Hey YouTube, Rocky's World here. I just want to get a little bit into my stuttering problem. This is a very personal video of mine. It's basically to you guys, telling you a little bit more about me and how I used to go day to day in shame of my stuttering problem and how I rose above it. Right. There's two types of stutterers out there. There's the ones who you cannot hear anything they're saying, you cannot listen to anything they're saying because you don't know what they're saying. And there's type that I kind of was, where it came and went, but then I was a little bit of both, where there's sometimes you cannot understand what I was saying, and there's sometimes where it came and went, and you can understand bits and parts of what I was saying, and understand what I was saying. Now, imagine yourself in someone else's shoes before you make fun of them. It could be any problem. Just imagine yourself waking up with this problem that you were born with problem, not from drugs, not from alcohol, not from anything else. Just you were born with a speech impediment, mental illness, anything. Now, when I was a kid, kids are cruel, so day to day I would go to school. Middle school it actually hit more. When I was in middle school, day to day went on, and I would get picked on, made fun of because of my stuttering problem. And I would wake up, like every kid does, wake up, take a shower, get their clothes on, be excited for school for a little bit, until I got there. And once I got there, that was my living hell. Because sometimes I would not even know what the fuck I was saying, and it pissed me off, and that's probably why I have so much anger, because I held it in so long that I finally just fucking snapped. Or I'm just fucking crazy. Either one can be, placed upon me. I just guess that when you have a stuttering problem, or when you have any kind of problem you're born with, you gotta rise above it. But in middle school, I went through therapist after therapist, speech therapist, and they all told me the same thing: you're going to get better. Now, someone with the problem does not want to fucking hear you're going to get better, because I want to be better now. I want to be better right now. And it just wasn't working, and everything I did, I read poems out loud, I did all this other stuff, I read paragraphs in the therapist's office. That's a bunch of bullshit. Therapists don't know because they don't understand what's going through your head. Every day from my middle school, and no middle school kid should ever think of this, every day I'd wake up and wish death upon myself because of my stuttering problem, because I couldn't get out sentences, I couldn't do speeches in school, I couldn't be like normal kids up until high school. Then my high school, I went to a little charter school, and my high school, they accepted me for my flaw. And then I was like one of the popular kids in that school, because there wasn't very many, but it was a new experience. And then I stopped wanting to kill myself, and then started embracing my stuttering. And then during high school, I just embraced it. I said, "Fuck it, I'm not gonna live in shame and fear of talking." Even now, I still have it. Mainly when I'm talking to bosses or something, and it just happens. But no one really looks at me at the job place like a freak, and no one is going to look at you as a freak once you get older and more mature. The immature people will, but that's when you're a kid. But I'm going to say this: some of the therapists were right. I did get better, but not from what they were doing. Reading paragraphs out loud and doing stuff like that, you're one-on-one. Of course you're not going to stutter in that class, because you're one-on-one. Speech therapists should put you in a group of people and then have you read out loud in a group of people that doesn't have a speech impediment. I was with a group of people that all had speech impediments. So it's kind of like, what the fuck am I doing here with all these people when I have a different speech impediment and reading fucking paragraphs out loud? So to me, it really never made sense why people would do that. But you will overcome it once you accept it. Embrace your fear. Embrace what your problem is. We all have fucking problems. One minute you can be healthy as hell and fall over dead the next. Or you can be born mentally ill, not knowing what love is, only from your mom and dad. So it's really weird too, because I've overcame it. I'm not ashamed of it no more. So it's a really powerful thing once you overcome something and you stop fearing stuff. So that's all. Peace out, world.